Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is the S-51. It's the Tier 7 Soviet SPG. This one's located on the north spawn of Cliff and it's under the command of Red Devil 1. Now, Red Devil 1, the Red Devils, it's either the Manchester United, which are also known as the Red Devils, or he was a member of the Red Devils, which is the British Army parachute display team. And I've actually jumped with them. Yes, I started skydiving in the 80s when I was at university, and I did actually train with some of the Red Devils and used to jump with them at Peterborough, the airfield there. Well, this S-51 is carrying the BR2 howitzer, and that's, well, it's the 152mm howitzer capable of 700 alpha. It's got a faster reload, 20.20 seconds here, so he's going to be able to pump out the shells pretty quickly. And he's now looking for targets to shoot at, and he's got a couple going straight away. Goes for the T-43, lovely hit right on his rear, 216. He's wiped out immediately afterwards, and he destroyed the track, so he's got some damage assist there. Really good first shot there. I almost said a rude word. Okay, well, he's carrying 21 rounds of standard HE, 9 rounds of premium, and there's a round into the 50 TP, which is just in front of him. It's a splash. But he's picked up 280 hit points on that, and now I think he's going to go for this T-71 up on top of the hill. And that will certainly help our LTG, who's actually down on hit points at this moment. If we can put a round into that T-71, it'll ruin his day. Rounds out. Good hit! Directly on the vehicle. 242 hit points. He's got rid of his first aid kit to get rid of the stun. But we're indicating the target to let the LTG know that we are going to be shooting at him. And he's pulled back down onto that ramp again. Looks like he's staying on that ramp. Rounds out. This looks good. Another direct hit. And he's got a fire! He's on fire. The T-71 was set alight. The LTG is down to just 11 hit points, but the T-71 is a one-shot. And he's pulling back. He's stunned at the moment. He can't get rid of his first aid. The LTG just ticked affirmative. I think he was happy about that. We're loaded. Oh, we got a bit of reticule bloom there. We fired the round him where he was seen, but I think, oh, we've lost the LTG. Now, I think the T-71 is aware of that, but he's still staying on that ramp. We've lost sight of him because there's nobody up there to spot for us. And I saw a tree go down, so did Red Devil. And he's fired a round into those bushes, into the trees. Right, there's a few targets around the other side of the rock, the lighthouse. We can't get shots of them at the moment because of the trajectory. And there's a T-44 coming up to the centre line, lining up a shot, dialing in. Looks good. Rounds out. Direct hit! 206 hit points. He's getting some very good shots in here. Direct hits on the target. Okay, so he's gone to counter battery now. And we're looking for the tracer from the enemy tanks. He's pulled out a bit. Sometimes it does help if you use the V key. Oh, but he's got a target to go for. It's a 50 TP in the Western Pass. Trying to dial in and rounds out. Direct hit on the turret. 280 hit points. That may have knocked out one of his crew members. Now, he hasn't moved position since he fired, but yep, there's the 50 TP. And there's a Yak Panther directly behind him, and he's side onto us. So this is going to be a good shot. Oh, the Yak Panther's killed. There's an Oni. Okay, can really go to town on this tank. And another direct hit. This time 249 hit points, but he's going to need at least 4 shots. Oh, no, maybe he can actually do it off 2 shots now. Lining up. Almost loaded. Just needs to get this right because there's a very narrow arc on the S-51. He's ready to go. Round out. Direct hit. Only 83 though. Hit the heavy armor right on the front of the vehicle. You can see it impacted on the front plate. Now that Oni is getting very close indeed. We've got the SU-100 M1 nearby, but oh, and the Oni's gone down, so we can now aim for the 50 TP. We fire a snapshot in. Oh, he hits the rear of the vehicle. He got the rear of the 50 TP as it was retreating. 272 off that, and some stun assist. So he's racking up the damage. 2,292 hit points with 3 tanks ahead of the enemy. Going for the T-44. Almost loaded. Rounds out. It stuns him. And Red Devils 1 picked up some stun assist. 450 hit points from the Rheinmetall Borsig Waffenträger firing in around at that T-44. He's decided to pull out because it's just too hot around there. He's waiting for the reload to complete and he's going to put another one in, and he doesn't need to. The T-44 is dead. There are maybe 4 enemy tanks around the other side of the rock, but we're now aiming for that sniper spot because we think that there may be a Scorpion G up there. Round out. And there is somebody there because that hit the target bang on, and I think it is the Scorpion G. The Striv S1 has not been seen for a while, so it might be him, but I think it's more likely to be the Scorpion G. There's the SU-100M1. Okay, wait for the dial in. Unfortunately, we just lost the back prints, but that SU-100 is in a bit of a pickle now. It's turned sideways to us. Direct hit, 71. Hit the front of the vehicle, and that's where the engine is at the front. Remember that. It's got the crew compartments at the rear on that vehicle. Okay, we've got an A44. He just got massively hit in the side. That's another one with the engine up front and the crew compartments at the rear. Almost ready to shoot. Line him up. Well, it stunned him. It was a near miss. And we're picking up masses of stun assist. Going back to that Lorraine 40 ton at the center line. Dialed in, rounds out. Oh, it hits the rocks. Now, SU-100M1. He keeps turning sideways onto us. Unfortunately, he's just killed our T-34 constructor. Line up a shot. It's going to be a splash. Stunned him. We're 1 tank down on the enemy at the moment. We were 3 ahead at one point, but the enemy did try a massed attack around the rock, and it actually worked. And we fired one in at the back of that building. And it's the SU-130PM that's stopping that SU-100M1 from moving any further. If he does try to come around that corner, he's going to get a pretty big round, a 128mm, well, a 13cm round, I should say, into his side or to his front. Udas is moving up. Now I think he's going to try and get that SU-100. There he is. Okay, line him up. Dialing in, make this accurate. Rounds out, looks good. It is good, lands on the side. 269 hit points, but unfortunately we lose the Udas. So we're now down on the enemy. It's 3 versus 6. Now, technically they do have the advantage. The SU-130PM's moving up to try and get rid of that SU-100. He's just blasted his round out. We put ours into the side of the building. The SU-130 needs to get behind the SU-100. And he's finished off. Now we're going for the Lorraine. We're almost loaded. He's a one-shot. Rounds out. And he's killed him. So that's excellent news. That's in fact our first kill. And the scores are now 3 versus 4. Now we think that there's an Arty, a tank destroyer up on this hill. We don't know which one it is, Scorpion G or the Striv. It's probably the Scorpion G, so we've fired another round in. And he's still there! And the Striv's been spotted, so we know it's the Scorpion that's up on the hill. There's the Striv. So we can focus on him now. He's trying to get an RSU-100M1 using his his siege mode. Okay, there he is. Oh, with the towers in the way, we need to relocate in order to hit the Striv. We can't get an accurate shot in unless he pulls back. He does! And our shell falls short. We really do need to relocate right now to get accurate shots on the Striv. And the enemy Arty has been spotted. It's the GW Panther. We're almost loaded. Not quite. And we've lost sight of him. Fired a random round in where we think he's moving. But unfortunately it didn't do the job. And the Scorpion's come down from his perch. Going for the T25 AT. God, this is a really tight match, this one. The SU-100's caught between the devil and the dark in the deep blue sea. Because the... Oh, but look at that kill shot on the Striv S1. He managed to get it into the side. But now it's our SU-130PM's the only remaining teammate alive. We need to kill this T25 AT. We're not loaded yet, but he's dead. Okay, then there's the Scorpion G and the GW Panther. We don't know where the GW Panther is. We know where the Scorpion G was last seen. SU-130's very, very low on hit points indeed. It's 2 versus 2 now. If the SU-130PM can find the GW... Oh, the Scorpion G is chasing him. He's fired around at him. There's the GW. He's close. He's very close. And he doesn't know where we are. Dialing in. Oh my God, we missed. He will know where we are now. He would have seen that round zip past him. We're still in reload. Now the GW Panther has got a reload time of about 26 seconds. Oh, and he's just killed our SU-130PM, so we really do need to kill. And we're reloading again. He's probably going to be reloaded before us. There's the GW. He knows where we are. Who's going to fire first? We're almost loaded. He fires first, but we get that hit in. We've got more hit points than him. If we ram him, we'll kill him. Just go for it. Just drive at him. Take him out. That's it. That's all you needed. Nice ram kill. Now, almost loaded. Oh my God, the SU-130. I missed that. The SU-130 killed the enemy Scorpion G, and so it's actually a victory. And I missed that bit. Okay, and here's the end of battle results. It's an ace tank for Red Devil 1 in the S-51. He got a bruiser medal out of the minor medals for getting at least 5 critical hits. In fact, he got 21 in that game. He got a Gore's medal out of the epic medals for getting more damage than 10 times the hit points of his own vehicle. A Confederate for hitting more of the enemy than anyone else. And he got the high caliber. So he's got 3 epic medals and an ace tanker from that game. And his win was by ramming the enemy. I totally missed the kill by the SU-130PM on the Scorpion. But in actual fact, the GW Panther killed our SU-130PM just shortly after he killed the Scorpion. And so, yes, it was down to Red Devil 1 to make sure of it and take out the enemy Arty. And of course, he fluffed his shotgun, allowing Red Devil 1 to go in for the ram kill. Wow, what an end to that battle. Let's have a look at the team scores. High caliber, look at that, 3,823 hit points of damage. Next highest scorer was the SU-130PM, 3137 for him. And after that, we've got the Udes, managed to get 2405. When it came to kills, it was actually the SU-130PM and the SU-100M1 on the enemy team. Both got 4 kills apiece, but Red Devil 1 wasn't far behind. He had 3 kills, so did the Udes, so did the Lorraine. And when it came to base XP, it was definitely the S-51 because he was tier 7, whereas these other tanks were tier 8. And he managed 1,433 base, 968 for the SU-130PM, and 963 for the Udes 14. Let's have a look at the detail report. He fired 28 rounds in that game, got 15 direct hits and 1 penetration. I think the penetration was probably the GW. Splash damage on 20. Damage of 3,823 hit points, of which 3,469 were at more than 300 meters. He did receive one hit. It was from the GW Panther, and it was a splash. He actually damaged 11 of the enemy, killed 3 of them, and did damage assistance of 320 hit points and stun assistance of 1,575 hit points off 19 stuns. On a premium count, he earned 49,263 credits, and after repair and ammunition resupply, he took away 11,285 credits. He received 1,433 XP, times 2 for the first victory, got 4,300 from personal missions payout, took away 8,600 experience points altogether. So let's have a look and just check, was that GW a penetration? Well, it certainly appears so, because 360 hit points damage, but can't be absolutely sure. Well, I suppose it might have been the Striv, it might have been one of the others. I can't be absolutely certain with this results replays website, because they don't tell you which one is a penetration and which one isn't. But certainly it was a very good game for Red Devil 1. So congratulations on the ace tanker and for winning the game for your team and carrying them, basically, because it's a huge amount of damage. And if you enjoyed that replay, please give it a like and do subscribe to our channel, and hopefully it'll be your replay that I'll be featuring in the next video.